Okay. Oh, wow. G'day, folks. This is DJ Barney Girl, and if you've just tuned in, this is the Deadly Human Rights Program on Koori Radio, 93.7 on your radio dial. And, boy, God, we keep getting lots of new guests on this show, and we've got more tonight. And there's lots of issues out there, folks, that covers human rights issues. You've got family, you've got sports, you've got health, you've got, what else have we got, Paul? We've got sports, we've got animals, we've got all sorts of areas that cover human rights. And so we're lucky to have this show to be able to invite all these guests on. So welcome to this program, folks, if you just tuned in. And I'm DJ Barty Girl, and we have Paul Shield in the studio here joining us tonight.
Yes, look, I'm here, and good evening to you, Andrew. Good evening, listeners, on this beautiful evening and coming at you live from beautiful downtown Redfern. And we've got a lot to talk about tonight.
We do.
Lots of issues going on, lots of human rights issues, and that's what we're here for. We talk about human rights every Tuesday evening.
And we've got a couple of young ladies joining us in the studio, Nagaza and Svetlana, and they are going to be talking about, they do their own thing in their own, world, business and that, and where they work, but they've come together today to join us to talk about the RSPCA. And Svetlana was very upset about what happened to her dog there. And so I said, come on the show and let's talk about it, because it's something that we don't think about it. And I certainly don't think about it because I don't have a pet. But I think it's something that needs to be talked about as well, and because it does affect people. You've got people that are blind that have dogs that look after them. People have pets that will help them get through the day as well, and it's a comfort to their life and to their kids. So we're very we just want to make sure that this is something that's talked about on the show tonight.
We do love our pets, and I live in Dully Chill, and I it's interesting because I don't have, like you, Andrew, I live in England, I don't have pets, but the beauty about living where I am is everybody shares their pets with the others that don't have a pet. So you go up the road and everybody lets you pat their dog, and it's great because you get to share
the joy,
and the happiness that those animals give us. So it's a really good thing that people are so caring and sharing about that.
As I said, in the studio we have Nagaza and Svetlana. So welcome to the show, because you're already here, and I may as well just introduce you because So
Thank
welcome.
You.
Svetlana, so what's your background again?
I'm from Latvia.
Latvia?
But I have 5 nationalities, different.
Okay. Wow, and Nagaza?
I am originally from Uzbekistan, but I migrated in 2003, so you can consider me Shaolin.
Yes. And this is the first time you've both been on radio or been in the studio?
My first.
Yeah.
I've been many times in the radio.
You interviewed me on a show, didn't you?
Yes. I've been in Latvia many times in the radio, and also here in Australia. I had experience in Latvian radio, community radio. I'm just arrived from Latvia, and they just very want to know what's happening in the country. That's why they invited me.
Oh, excellent. So welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to put on a song here, and this is Auntie Marlene Cummins, and she's a radio broadcaster here. She has her own show on a Sunday, and I bump into people all the time in the community that when I mention Koori Radio, they mention Auntie Marlene, that they listen to her show on a Sunday and they absolutely love it, and her music. She's got a very vast knowledge of blues music, hasn't she, Paul?
Yeah, and she's a bit legendary around this district, I tell you.
She is.
Yeah, so it's always good to hear one of her numbers.
Yes, well, this song is called Sugar, and it's from the album Koori Woman. Yeah, Koori Woman.
Koori Woman.
Yeah, I believe that's the name of the album, yes.
Good evening to you, Auntie, if you're listening in.
Exactly.
She's a great personality, isn't she, and a great lover of this radio station, and she's very much loved by everyone
and
here.
She's multi-talented. She can broadcast, she can write music, she can sing, she plays the saxophone,
Yeah, wow.
she can paint, she's done a bit of acting, she's done a bit of advocacy work, you know, active, what do you call it?
Activism.
Activism.
Yeah.
She was there in the thick of it. So yeah, she's an all-rounder, and she's an Aboriginal elder, and I love her. And this is called Sugar. Enjoy, folks. Okey-dokey. So we'll do the sports report, and then we'll have you ladies on after.
Yeah, I'll just go to the toilet and I'll be back.
This goes for about 4 minutes. 25 seconds. Okay. So we'll do the sports report, and then here we go. Wow. If you weren't shaking to that, I don't know what you're doing at home there. Besides listening to the show. Folks, this is the Debbie Human Rights Program on DJ Baby Girl. We have some guests that have joined us today. We've got a couple of young ladies here in the studio who have come in about the RSPCA, and they are not happy with them. So they're going to be talking about that. And I heard about the story, and I thought, yeah, just come in and share it, because I think other people need to hear about these stories, or else it just gets swept under the rug, and nothing ever gets done about it. But it's good to let the stories get out there. Uncle Kutcha Edwards there with We Sing. And this is the Debbie Human Rights Program, folks. I'm DJ Barty Girl. If you've just tuned in to Koori Radio 93.7 FM on your radio dial there. And we have a couple of young ladies in the studio, Nagaza and Svetlana. And welcome to the show again. Now, I know you're itching to talk about the subject, which is about the RSPCA. Would you like to share your story? Because I felt like you needed to come on here and share it, Svetlana, and you brought another lady in here with you. Obviously, this is important to you. Can you share what this is about, your dog, and what happened to it as regards the RSPCA?
We just moved recently to another area.
Yep.
And our neighbors, they don't know us. They just see something wrong with my dog, and they didn't ask what's happening. They just called to RSPCA. But my dog been just old. She just walking very slowly and looks like sick, but she's just old.
Yeah, how old was your dog?
17 years.
17 years, okay.
Yeah. But
what type of dog was it?
Very clever. It's Border Collie.
Yeah.
Border Collie closed with Australian Kelpie.
Okay, yeah.
Very clever dog. When she been young, she's been so smart, so love people dog. And unfortunately, neighbors didn't know anything about my dog. They just called to savers, rescuers, and they just came, break into my window, jump into the window, and stolen my dog.
Your neighbours or the RSPCA?
RSPCA. They have a rights, you can see on website, they have rights to break into your property, even just they thinking something wrong.
With no evidence?
No evidence. I asked her after, why you break into my property? She said, because we saw the dog who is just lying and sleeping on the floor. She just been enjoying afternoon. And they just break into and just stolen my dog.
Right. Now that was based on a comment made by your neighbour, yeah?
Yes.
So what did your neighbour say?
I don't know who been complained. That is a big secret.
But it came. So you don't even know what your neighbour said to the RSPCA that made them decide to come and visit. You don't have anything in writing.
First time they came, they left a message.
Yeah.
With phone number. I used to call them, And they said, oh, your neighbors complaining what you don't caring about your dog, something wrong, your dog is sick. But I said them, my dog is just very old. She is blind, she is walking very slowly. They said, especially if your dog is very old, we need to check, and maybe she is suffering, and we have to put her down. From that words, I've been feel like they wanna come and kill my dog with no reason. I said, my dog is okay. Thank you for your help. I don't need you. And they said, I will speak with you later. And that's it. After that, no phone calls, no anything.
Yeah.
They just
They didn't come back. They just came back when you weren't there.
Yes, they just come back and stolen my dog.
And did they actually break a window or something like that? Or
We're lucky that was very old house. We not yet change all windows to normal.
Yeah.
That's why they without problem opened that window. It's just been heavy, but they did. And after that, they closed the door, but we can't open it.
Yeah.
Because it's a door being new one. And my husband have to jump back to the window. And that's why we decide probably they've been through the window. Because it's been opened. And yeah, it's...
I'm sorry this happened, and they killed your dog, is that correct?
Not straight away. 1 week they didn't answer my phone calls. Absolutely. I called them. Secretary said she will call you back, she will call you back. Also called my social worker. He been called many times. And same answer, she will call you back. Also from the school, I've been asking secretary to call them because my son, he don't want to go to school, he don't want to study, and I asked them for help. Can you call them and ask what's happening with the dog? Because my son is missing the dog. It's favorite pet. It's what ridiculous. They just took a pet and no reason. And only after 1 week she called me back.
Yeah.
And she said, you are invited for interview. And that was not interview, that was like a I don't know, it's like an army, like police. She been in special costume.
Inquisition, like a...
Yeah, like Inquisition.
Yeah.
She been in army costume with camera in front like a police.
An army costume?
It's like hockey color, like green hockey color. And she been like, looks like really police, and like I have to feel like guilty. And I've been so surprised and shocked. I've been together with one elderly, another good neighbor. She been come to support me because she also been shocked with that situation.
Dog, yeah.
And another woman who been lost some another pet, they came to support me. And everyone been in shock how they deal with people. It's like I'm guilty because I've been caring about dog many years and she's still alive. That's why I'm guilty. And they asking how what I've give for food my dog, and they said they give him better food, that's why put on weight now for 1 week. I asked them, can you show me my dog? They said, no, you can't see your dog.
That's weird, hey? I mean, apart from anything else, that's actually weird.
Well, it's just standover tactics, and it's bloody disgusting. I was telling Andrea earlier, I had a 17-year-old dog, and you know, I couldn't walk him and all because he was just too old. But he was quite happy just laying around. He wasn't sick. And dogs can live till they're quite elderly. And like human beings, when you get old, you get ailments and you get limping or whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they should put
They should put her
your
to
dog.
sleep.
But
to
dog
sleep.
wanna live. She still